You wouldn't believe how bad these people are. These aren't people. These are animals.
I think that mental health is your problem here. They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime. They're rapists. I think there's blame on both sides, and I have no doubt about it, and you don't have any doubt about it either.
Isn't it strange that when we talk about terrible crimes committed in the state of Nevada, Donald Trump forgot to mention that in 2017, a white man named Stephen Paddock killed 58 people and wounded 851 in the deadliest shooting in modern American history.
We've been told by several investigative agencies that the man they believe fired these shots is 64-year-old Stephen Paddock.
Now, how come Trump didn't mention that? If he is concerned about crime, how come Trump didn't talk about one of the worst mass murders in American history?
Nobody bigger for law enforcement than I am.
Just 3 weeks ago, Deborah's parents, Gerald and Sharon, were burglarized and shot to death in their Reno, Nevada home by an illegal alien.
Trump talked about a terrible and heinous murder in Reno, Nevada, committed by an undocumented immigrant who happens to be Latino. In fact, over the last several years, Trump has talked time and time again about crimes committed by undocumented Latino immigrants.
They grab women, put tape over their mouth, come through our border, and sell them. 80% of Central American women and girls are raped crossing into the United States.
26 people were killed over the last couple of days. Nobody even talks about it.
Needless to say, he also didn't mention the need for common sense gun safety legislation, which would lower the terrible rate of mass shootings in our country.
And there's no bigger fan of the Second Amendment than me, and there's no bigger fan of the NRA.
His demonization of Latinos is nothing less than racist. It is wrong, and it also happens to be factually inaccurate. Undocumented Latino immigrants commit fewer crimes in the United States than the general public.
For at least the second straight year, there's another jump in the number of reported hate crimes.
What a president of the United States is supposed to do is that when you're president, you bring our people together, whether they're black or whites or Latino, whether they're Asian American, Native American, whether they're men or women, whether they're gay or straight. That's what a president is supposed to do. But in an unprecedented way, that is not what this president is doing. In fact, he is trying to divide us up, and that is certainly not what this country is supposed to be about.